mic over here, blood. Listen, Batman and that, I'm Batman. Let's do this review, bruh. About less, 7 minutes or less, you know, like that, because 7's my number still. But let's get into it. I had time to sit and dwell on it. You get me? It's the day after the night before. I watched Batman yesterday. There was a bit of hiccups at the cinema. Rob, pussy-hole, I'll be coming for you. I'll send the savages. Odeon Cinema, Birmingham, Broadway Plaza. Go in there and give Rob some hell. Demon time. You know, like that. But let's get into the thing! Because we need to talk about Batman. Yeah? Bats. Our bats. Robert Pattinson. You know, like that. Come on. We're going to get into this, man. So let's get into the movie. The storyline, dope. Yeah, it's a good storyline. It's a couple stories. Yeah, it's a couple, like, surprises and... You get me? This ain't an action movie. So I'm going to tell you straight off the bat, if you think it's an action movie, you might be disappointed. Yeah? If you don't, and you already know what to expect, and you're a little bit artsy, you know what I mean? You're a bit of a student of movies, you know what I mean? I'm a bit in between. I did media for like a year at college. It was trash. But there was a few things that they taught you to look at, which I've figured out, and since over the years, I'll keep a close eye on it. Obviously, you man know that I do the video thing, the camera thing, yeah, the video, yeah. I'm a shooter, and I ain't talking about the guns, you know what I'm saying? So obviously, my camera eye, I look for certain things, you know what I mean? Certain visual things. Talk about the visuals of the thing. The visuals and the audio. The visuals, they're alright. I ain't gonna lie. Some of the best visuals out there. Now, it's very zoomed in. If you know what a 50mm lens is, it was all up in people's face. But what that did is, because this Batman's depressed as hell. He's depressed, you know what I mean? Big man. I ain't lost my mum or dad, so no disrespect to anyone. But your mum and dad died time ago. They died 20 years ago, Batman. You still pissed? He's still on a vengeance thing. I'm here for it. I'm about revenge. I'm not the guy who's talking about, oh, let it go. You know what I mean? I can speak to my enemy. Nah, pussy-hole die. You know, like that tampon boy. Dead! So I see where he's at, but he's not Batman in this movie. He's 2 years into being the Caped Crusader. But he's named Vengeance because he's not Batman yet. So that's another thing for people who ain't gonna like the movie. Don't go into it thinking of other Batman. Just go into it with this as a standalone. If you go into this as a standalone and take away the fact that you think it's an action movie, it's not an action movie. It's a crime thriller movie with a little bit of action in there. The action, what is in there is great, which is a big problem because the action what's in there is so great that it leaves you wanting more, but then you have to sit there knowing that you're not gonna get more and it's 3 hours long. Now, I enjoyed it though. I enjoyed the movie. Let's talk about the characters. Batman, of course, Robert Pattinson, a.k.a. Twilight, a.k.a. Man Like Did, yeah, Cedric Diggory and that. If you know, you know, Harry Potter style, he died in that. He died in that, bro. You know, like me. That's the Voldemort chap, yeah? Got rid of man. Shout out to him, man. He was good. He's a good Batman. He's a bit of an emo Batman. He's a bit of a, I need to slip my wrist and get myself out of here Batman. It's very dark. You know what I mean? He doesn't really have that voice. Although there's part in the movie where he starts to pick up the voice. But then he doesn't have that voice, you know, like that. But he's good. His acting's great. I was straight off the bat, no one's acting in this movie was trash. None of it. It was great. But, like I said, it's going to depend on what you like. Zelina Kyle, a.k.a. I don't know what I call it, Zelina. Yeah, I'm saying. Zoe Kravitz, Catwoman. She's good. She ain't amazing, but she's good. It's the infancy of Batman, so let's not get ahead of ourselves and start thinking of 10 years into being Batman, and 10 years into Catwoman. She's not. She got cats, though. You know, like, she got cats. But, you know what I'm saying? So, that's what it is there. But she's good. You know what I'm saying? The costumes in this, the Batman costumes, alright still. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, infancy, he ain't got the... He's got the money, but he's depressed. He ain't even out here trying to spend his money, you know? You wouldn't know the Don's a billionaire. You know what I'm saying? He's on a dark thing. Shout out to Andy Serkis. He's Alfred. That's all I got to say about him. He was good in the movie, but it's nothing great. It's kind of like... Donnie in, oh yeah, Alfred again, Jeremy Irons. The Andy Serkis so far and Jeremy Irons don't feel like the Alfred at the moment, you know what I'm saying? Because they seem too young. I grew up on old man, I'm about to die Alfred, pull the life support out, that kind of Alfred. So, you know what I mean? Michael Caine, that's my guy, you know, I'll blow your bloody doors off. That guy is my guy. But he was good, you know what I'm saying? Colin Farrell, this guy... If you didn't know already, you wouldn't have known that was him as Penguin. The makeup was great. Shout out to the makeup artist. His accent was incredible. He had the New York accent and that, because obviously Gotham's based on New York and all that business. Bit based on 90s New York though. You know when New York was a shithole and that. Yeah? So he done great. John, whatever his name is in real life, is in all the Transformers movie, who was Carmine Falcone. He was good as a gangster still. I didn't think he'd be believable as a gangster, but he's believable. A little bit pervy though. You know what I mean? Because one point you find out something, but the way he's talking seemed a bit pervy. So I'd say that still. Jeffrey Wright played Gordon. My favourite Gordon so far. I thought he was good. A little bit different in this movie because he wasn't like the side piece to Batman, like getting information late. It was more like there was a bit more of a partnership with him and Batman and the law enforcement as well. They don't know how to take Batman just yet because, like I said, it's early times. But the criminals are scared of Batman. When they see the Batlight and that, criminals are ready to put the money back. They're shook. You know what I mean? The action scenes in this were dope action scenes. I'm talking about not far off warehouse scenes and that. You know the warehouse scene I'm talking about, Batman vs Superman. But the problem is there wasn't enough of it. But is it a problem? Yeah, it's a problem if you go into it looking for a superhero movie. But Batman's not a superhero. He's a vigilante. He's just got money. He ain't like, I know like Iron Man is also just, they're both pretty much the same, man. But Iron Man's off in space and that. He's off on, you know what I'm saying, Titan, all them, nowhere, Nebulonia, all them places. Batman stays on Earth, so it is what it is. But if anyone knows what a French noir movie is, this is what you've got. You've got a noir movie mixed with DC Dark Batman, mixed with Matt Reeves' whatever he's thought of in his head, and that's what he's come up with. Noir movies tend to be dark, and they have this thing where the protagonist of the movie always in their head, they speak out loud. If anyone watched Dragon Ball Z, you know how Vegeta speaks in his head, so you know that kind of thing where, because my missus was making a joke about everyone, he was speaking under their breath like this. That's how noir movies are. So at the beginning of the movie, when Batman's talking about, it's kind of like, example, I've been living my life in the shadows, not knowing what to do with myself. I lost my parents when I was an 8 year. That kind of talk, but while he's talking, they got a B-roll going across of him actually doing stuff. That kind of thing. He's depressed as hell, this Batman. So the vengeance thing works perfect. So I don't have a problem with him. Like I said, you will have a problem, possibly, if you're looking for the typical Batman movie. I already knew it wasn't going to be this. I'm not mad at it. Like I said, I thought the visuals were great. But I can always see both sides of the story. But in the end of it, does it really matter? None of us get paid for the Batman movie. I had to pay money to go and see it. So it's all good. It's all good. You know what I mean? How are you supposed to know something's not your taste until you watch it? Now people have watched it. They'll know. They'll have their taste in it. Is there surprise in this movie? Every movie has surprises. It's a crime thriller. This had Zodiac Killer written all over it. If anyone watched the Zodiac Killer, this is what it is. With Batman. If you remove Batman from this movie and made the protagonist somebody else, just Gordon, which is what happens in the Zodiac Killer, Mark Ruffalo's character, that's what it is. So, I'm alright for it. I don't know if you want to score it, you know what I mean? What savage marks you want me to give it? Even talking out of 10? I'm going to give it a... Because I'm a bit artsy with the camera thing. I'm going to give it a 7.8. Yeah? I can't rank it among other Batman movies just yet because I need to watch it again. But the Dark Knight movies are going to be better to me. That's just how it is. I think I might find it better than Batman Begins. Is it called Batman Begins? I think it is called Batman Begins. It's not better than The Dark Knight though. You know what I'm saying? What I will say, if Joker was going to be in a Batman movie, Arthur Fleck, Joaquin Phoenix's Joker, this would be the universe to put him in. It's dark as hell. And Batman spends a lot of time in Arkham Asylum, Arkham Hospital and that, so possibly you could have put him in there. It won't work out because of the timeline, because Joaquin Phoenix is already like 50-something years old. If you do the maths on it, when he met Bruce in the Joaquin Phoenix movie, it'd be like 20 years on top of that. Joker will be 70 years old. We're moving with a madman, you know, a mad old don, you know, like that. And he only just became Joker in that movie, so that's why I'll leave it there. I probably missed a few things out. Did I miss any characters out? Possibly. Yes, I did. Paul Dano. My bad. How did I miss the best character in the whole movie? The Riddler. This guy. Shout out to you, bro. You stand up for him. If you got an award for being this psychopath, you can have that. You deserve it, bro. He was great. I hope this opens even more doors up for him in movies to come. Because I've seen a few of his movies before. He's in a lot of artsy movies, to be fair. Like that. But he deserves it. He was great. I'm not even joking. He was dope. You know what I mean? This geezer's tonality, the way he would switch up certain things. Obviously, a lot of the monologue from him was muffled because he had a mask on. But once his mask was revealed and he was being interrogated by Batman, there was parts in that what was like, Jesus. You know what I'm saying? The gadgets in this movie, there's not much, you know what I mean? It's a couple of backclangers and that. But like I said, early years of being Batman, I like the Batmobile. I like the Batmobile, you know, like that. You can tell that in the future, it's gonna be an even better Batmobile. So that's what I'm thinking about that. I've spoke too much. I said 7 minutes, you've done 10 minutes, who cares? It's my channel. I've been your boy Good Savage. Comment, like, subscribe, and share. I probably missed something. Put it in the comment section. Run.